Hi friends, welcome to another session of C programming. Today's program is to find a substring inside main string without using string handling functions. So this is a concept that we're going to see. So what we're doing is, so basically if you have given a source string and you need to search for a specific substring inside the main string and you need to tell whether that is found or not found. Okay, so I want to implement this program with the functions concept. Okay, so we have written a program, a function called search. Okay, so search is a function that takes main string and substring and it searches for that substring inside the main string, and if that string is found it returns that string is found and as well as the position of the substring inside the main string. Okay, so let's go to the main function. So look here, this is the main function. So inside main function we have declared a variable L. Here the variable L is taken, which is used to store a value written from the search function. So search will return either 1 or -1. 1 means the substring is found, -1 means the substring is not found. Okay, so the strings here we are taking the first string, that is the source string is str. So I have taken the string called Sri Vishnu. Then I have taken the substring which is a Vishnu. So I need to look for Vishnu in Sri Vishnu. So obviously Vishnu is present in the Sri Vishnu. It will returns that the string is found and as well as it gives me the location where this substring is present in that main string, right? So this is the function call, my friends. So this is the function call. So the function definition is here. Okay, so we'll come here to this search. So this is the search function here. So the source string is taken into the str and the substring is taken into the substr. So here we are taking three variables, I, j and result. Okay, so ij values are taken to use as a subscript in order to access every character of your string, and result is the one which stores that location value. So this particular while loop is written for that, that is str of j not equal to /0. That means this while loop is checked whether your source string is not null. For example, if I have accidentally given the source string as a null, there is no pointing in searching for the substring, because in null string you don't have any character other than /0. So in that case the total program will be terminated and you will get a not found, right? So for that we are using that first while loop, and this is nested while loop. That means inside the first while and we are using second while. What do you mean by that? The first while is used to check whether your first string is not null. Okay, so if that is not null, we'll go to the second while loop. Okay, so here what we are doing here is if str of I, that is nothing but the index 0, the first character of I is not equals to the substring of the first character, that is a 0, and as well as the source string of I is not equals to /0, will continue. So what we do, we'll just increment the I value. Okay, if str of I equals to the /0, that means before searching the substring, okay, so if you have found the last character of the main string, that means so even checking that substring inside the main string and you reach the end of the source string, in that case we'll just return the -1. That means we'll just return -1. That means the string is not found, because all the characters in the source string are checked and that is not matched with the substring. That means you reached the end of the source string, right? So in that case we'll just take the I value as a result. Okay, so if that is not okay, so then we'll come to this third while loop. Inside the first while loop there are two while loops. Okay, so the first while loop is that one. Okay, so what is that one? You are just running this while until you reach that end of the string and you are just incrementing the I value. Okay, so then we are putting that if str of I is equals to /0, we are just returning the -1, right? So here in this while loop what you are doing is, if str of I, that means the source string character is equals to the substring character and the source string is not equals to end of the string and substring is not equals to the end of the string. So what is this while loop is doing here is, the character in the source string matches with the substring, and as well as that is not end of the source string and that is not end of the substring. In that case, we'll move further. So how many times you keep on incrementing the I value and j value. Okay, so and finally if sub str of j is equals to /0, we return the result. That means we'll just return that position value. Similarly, if str of I is equal to /0, so we'll just return that -1 value. Okay, so this is that. Then I is equals to result plus 1. Okay, then j equals to 0. So this particular program will find out whether your substring is present in the main string or not. Okay, so let's move on to the execution part. So this is the program, my friends. So this is the function search, so which is str and substr are the parameters here. So first we start with the main function. Okay, so look here, we are taking the string as a Sri Vishnu and Vishnu, and we are calling that function and we are saying whether that is found or not found. Okay, so the rest of the program is as it is that I have shown you in that Word document, right? So I'm just saving my program and just executing my program. Okay, you can see that the string is found at location number 6. Okay, so what is that? That is the 6th character is matched. Okay, Sri Vishnu. So S is 1, H is 2, R is 3, I is 4, space is 5, and V is at location 6. So it says that Vishnu is found at a 6th location. Okay, so just change this Vishnu to some other name like this. Okay, I'm just placed it as a Jishnu. Okay, so I changed V to J. So let's save this. Okay, we'll see, and it says that not found. Okay, my friends, so this is the execution of the searching a substring inside the main string without using the string handling functions. Hope you understood the program. Hope this video is helpful for you. Thank you for watching the video. Bye.